Okay, so this is problem number 2 from the fraction pre-assessment. So we have 3 minus 2/3. Okay, I always like to look at a couple of different ways at fraction problems. So the first way we're going to look at is on a number line. This problem, I think I'm going to start with the 2/3. When we have subtraction, really what we're looking for is the difference between the numbers. Okay, that's one of the ways to think about subtraction, is how far is 2/3 to 3. So I'm going to start at 2/3 here. All right. So one way to kind of figure out how far to 3 is to, let's get to 1 first. It's kind of a friendly number. I like working with whole numbers. So if I'm trying to get to 1, how far is it? Well, from 2/3 to 1 is just 1/3, right? 2/3 plus 1/3 is 3/3, which is 1. And then from 1 to 3, that's 2 whole units. So we're done, right? 2/3 to 3 is 2 1/3. Okay. That's one way to go about the problem, is think about it on terms of a number line. The other way is to decide to create common denominators. Okay. So if I have 3 of something, let's say I have 3 blocks, and I want to take 2/3 of a block away, I need to turn these blocks into thirds. And I need to take 2/3 away. So here's 1/3, here's 2/3. So let's take these away. What am I left with? There's 1 whole, 2 wholes, right? 1, 2, and 1/3. So I'm left with 2 1/3. Now, if you don't want to do drawings, okay, what we basically just did is we turned this 3 over 1, into thirds. So we need, how many thirds is 3? So 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So 3 minus 2/3 is the same as, we'll replace that 3 with 9/3. If I have 9/3 and I take 2/3 away, I have 7/3. Which is the same as 6/3 plus 1/3, right? There's 7. The value of this is 2. So I have 2 1/3. Okay, all the same answer, many different ways to solve the problem.